Hello there friends and subscribers, welcome back to Daniel's Tech World here on YouTube. My name is Daniel Rosehill and this is my tech corner of the internet. Today we're going to be doing another video about Homebox open source inventory manager. I've now inventorized more than 3,000 items, and as a tech fan and as someone who has a lot of tech gear for my business at home, this is already proving absolutely instrumental in making it so much quicker to find things. It's actually helping me declutter, and it's helped me to get it organized all at the same time. It's truly terrific open source software. You can host yourself locally on your local network or on the cloud. So I searched today for mini PC for a reason, because I wanted to use this listing to show a few things you can do regarding attachments and also creating links between products. So this is a little mini PC I picked up on AliExpress, which I originally wanted to use for my home networking, but I'm actually going to use it for Home Assistant now. And as I prepare for that project, I might want to record some details about the hardware in Homebox. So you can see I've kind of done a little bit of population of fields here, and just want to show one thing without diverging too much from the purpose of today's video: creating child assets. I did a separate video about this yesterday, but if you have stuff like a charger for a thing, and if you have a big tech cabinet, you've probably got tons and tons of these AC/DC chargers. The easy way to do this is to create separate items for them if this is sufficiently unique that it should have its own item, and then add this as a child item just to remind you how to do that. Create it, then go on to edit, and then set the parent item as what it belongs to. So this is a perfect way to record things like chargers and hardware. Now if I go into the mini PC itself, at the bottom of the page I have child items with the AC/DC adapter there. So in terms of adding information into Homebox, so by clicking on the edit screen, and I recommend you're going to have to toggle on the advanced mode to add images. So you can add a little bit of text in the description, and something also really nice that I like about this is that it does a very nice job at making the URLs you add look relatively attractive. So you can see I added the product URL from AliExpress where I bought this, and I'll just show you guys what that looks like again by clicking on save. You can see it's kind of trunked this down to just a link, and the hover text is there in green. So if you want to add a bunch of links, you can do that, and you can add links in custom fields like I did here, and once they are detected as URLs, they'll get that nice kind of link treatment. So this is a good way to add. And just at the moment, the custom fields aren't saved as in the format. If Ali product URL won't be a pre-populated thing in the future. So you just create them on a one-by-one basis. Now, let's say I want to add some photos and images. Well, I've already added quite a number for this particular item. You can see these are the photos I've uploaded. There is a few things you can do after uploading photographs, and one of those is manually setting the primary photo and giving the photos different names. The way you do this is clicking on the edit icon, the pencil icon, after you've uploaded them. It can be a little bit tricky because the names change in the system after you upload to remember what photo is what. Like if I go into the save icon, it's not, I don't really have an easy way of saying which of these is which. If you figure out a way, let me know, or perhaps they'll change the feature. But if you know what the images are, you can simply retitle them. Photo of exterior, I could call this, side view. And again, by clicking tick here, I'm setting this manually as my primary photo. Now let's say that I want to upload another photo or upload a document. How would I do that? So just as an example, I copied the spec over into a Google Doc because it wasn't available as a existing PDF, and I just downloaded this as a PDF file here, and I'm going to add this now into Homebox. So you can either add files and attachments by selecting them or dragging and dropping. Let's just drag and drop because I want to show you guys exactly what happens. So once you begin the dropping process from dragging and dropping, you're going to get 5 different areas in the attachments field. One of them for photos, one for warranty, one for manual, one for a generic attachment, and one for receipts. Now it actually does matter which one you choose to an extent, because if you add them in photo, it will record that as a photo and it will basically, there's a good chance it'll break the thumbnail. So in this case, it's a spec sheet. It doesn't fall into one of these other categories. I'm just going to call this an attachment. And now that's gone in. Alger N5 105 specs from listing. And what I can do again is give the attachment a title. So I'm going to call this specs sheet taken from product listing. Okay. And I can also change the type if I wasn't happy with my initial selection, or I accidentally dropped it into the photo bucket. I can manually change it to a attachment and click on update. And now let me save this to show you guys what things look like now. And in the product listing under attachments, we now have the title showing nicely, spec sheet from the product listing. There is a download icon, which will download this from Homebox. And if we open this, we can actually open that PDF stored on the whatever you're hosting Homebox on and open it in a browser. All works terrifically well. So now we have two sections. We have a photo section and we have an attachment section as well. If you want to get rid of an attachment, go back into the edit icon. And if I can find the attachments, they're all bundled together here. I can simply click delete on that attachment and it will delete it. But let's actually, I'll delete it. I'll do a better job, not for the demo. Just for the sake of completion, let me add an image as well. Let's say I wanted to add this graphic here from the AliExpress listing, and I'm just going to call it, comparison.webp. At the moment, they don't have support for a certain type of file saving image called HAIC. I learned that the hard way, but it does work with JPEG, PNG, and also WebBP, which is what this is going to be. So again, I'm just going to drag and drop, and this time I'm going to select photo as the option. And because I just added it, it's easy to see which file was my file. Comparison.webp is at the bottom. And I'll just call this promotional graphic from listing. And I'm going to click on update. Then I'm going to click on save. And you can see that you can actually get rid of the file extension for the file name. You don't need to preserve that. This is the graphic we just added from AliExpress and it looks just fine. So this is basically how you add attachments in Homebox. There's a little bit more to the feature maybe than meets the eye at first. Very, very useful for recording details about what you have in your inventory. Hope this was helpful, and until the next time, thanks for watching today's video.